It's Tri-City Sports Now. I'm Marky Billson. Please listen to us not only on AM 1420, WEMB Sports Radio, but all over the world on www.jetbroadcasting.live, as well as on Facebook. Do the Facebook Live. You can see best of shows. See me on Instagram. I've got my Marky Billson account. Marky Billson's YouTube page. All the Drew Rice shows from Unicoi County, by the way, are up on line there. So, yeah, we've got it all here. You know what? I'm the only guy who's going to be talking hockey in this market, too, because I see all the people with Preds gear on, and I know the sport, and others around here do not. So, come to me for your sports commentary. How's that for a rhyme? I'm actually kind of proud of that one. Colton Sissons signed a contract yesterday. Told you about it start of the show. It's about $3 million a year. It's 7 years, $20 million, $2.8 million a year. Sissons, he can play wing, he can play center, logs on the penalty kill, power play, which was non-existent. Well, maybe it's a little bit too much if he plays on a power play. But regardless, $2.8 million a year for 7 years for Sissons. Alex Daugherty really thinks that's a good deal. He likes that. Now, the Predators have 3 players signed through 2026, for those that like to plan ahead. Colton Sissons, Matt Duchene, who remember they acquired from Columbus, free agent. I said they acquired him. He was signed as free agent. And Ryan Ellis. Signed through 2025 is Ryan Johansson, Kyle Turris, and Victor Arvidsson through 2024. Philip Forsberg and Mattias Ekholm for the next 3 seasons. So that's a nice nucleus right there that's under, for the Predators. Disappointing playoff exit, last year. None of the goalies signed that long term. By the way, there's also the good chance that Roman Josi, look for him to sign an extension, they say. So, but the thing, and this is why Alex Daugherty is a great reporter, really is. He's already thinking about the expansion draft. We talked about this a little bit more. The reason why they say, look, maybe Sissons was signed for too much term, he puts it. Too many years, 7 years. Because another team might take him before the contract runs out. And for what Sissons gives you, the idea is less than $3 million a year, 2.8, 2.85. Yeah, okay, we can go with that. And remember, the new Seattle franchise will be coming into the league, he points out. And Ron Francis, former Carolina Hurricanes, Hartford Whalers, and Pittsburgh Penguins center, he is the general manager. The draft will be in 2 years. And so those, the idea here is that Sissons, Duchene, Ellis, Johansson, Turris, Arvidsson, Forsberg, and Ekholm, all of them could be protected, as well as Roman Josi. And he says, remember, this is the same situation David Poole was in when he signed Kalle Järnkrok to a 6-year deal worth only $12 million, back in 2016, because the Golden Knights were going to be taking their draft. And he still signed Järnkrok for a long-term deal, protected him instead of James Neal. Neal was drafted by the Golden Knights. The Golden Knights went to the Stanley Cup Finals. That's where the Predators wanted to return to ever since 2016. Or 2017, actually, I guess. Preds could choose a 7 forwards, 3 defensemen plan. He talks about that, which would leave, a Pekka Rinne or somebody open. And if they did that, and a Rinne would go to Seattle, or, even Suros, that might be the path for Seattle to win right away, just like Vegas did. Because Marc-Andre Fleury was a steal. And I kept telling you, the Golden Knights, I kind of like that Marc-Andre Fleury. That's a goalie that could have won a Stanley Cup. And it reminded me, as I kept saying, of when the Florida Panthers came to the league, and they were very good. I say very good. They were respectable. Didn't make the playoffs their first year, but they were about 500, only a few games under. And by the fourth year with John Van Beesbroek, who is an established star, they did go to the Stanley Cup Finals. And so I saw a lot of that when Marc-Andre Fleury went to Vegas. Could that Sissons contract, if they decide to protect him in the expansion draft, they continue to do the 10 skaters and not protect a goalie, could that be the path for Seattle to win right away in 2021-22? That's what I want. We got to have Alex Daugherty on some hockey talk in the middle of summer. I like it. Would have been nice over the, it's so hot during the weekend. Think of that. By the way, if you did not know, Sissons had 30 points last year, 15 goals, 15 assists. Not the, he's never going to lead the NHL in scoring, let's face it. But his plus-minus, plus 20. There you go. Plus-minus, plus 20. And for the most part, he stayed out of the penalty box. So there you go. He did not score, however, in the Predators' disappointing first-round playoff loss to the Dallas Stars. That wasn't so good. Okay. Anyway, I'm Marky Billson. Name of the show is Tri-City Sports Now. Wanted to talk to you about that. Some news, I guess, some older type news here, and I want to give Pro Football Hall of Fame. I told you a little bit. Darren Mcfadden over the weekend was charged with resisting arrest and DWI after falling asleep at a Whataburger drive-thru. Boy, Whataburger, which is a famous fast food hamburger spot, open 24 hours in Texas, and they've expanded into some other states. You can actually get them. There are a few in the Florida Panhandle, as a matter of fact, but predominantly they're in Texas. Anyway, you remember McFadden. He used to play for Arkansas. He used to play for the Dallas Cowboys. He's 31 years old now, and prosecutors are charging him with resisting arrest and DUI. This comes 6 months after he fell asleep at a Whataburger drive-thru. I guess he's not the only former star athlete that's fallen on hard times. We've read about the Adrian Peterson financial troubles, which nobody quite understands. The other thing is that Dwight Gooden, cocaine possession in Florida, following it right up with a DUI in New York City, or New York area. Yeah. Why did it all fall apart so fast for the Mets? I mean, that 86 team, they did win the division in 88, but, that one should have been around for a while, right? Didn't turn out that way. Yeah. Well, it happens. I mean, it happens and all that. I don't know if you can you blame management for that? I'm not sure you can. I wonder if it was more a product of, Gooden, who was setting rookie strikeout records at the age of 19. He's 21 when the Mets won a World Series. He's the most talked about pitcher in baseball. He's already gone 25 and 3, the 153 ERA. Was that the record, I think? And 85? Just outstanding. And, yeah. Then came the drugs. And it all went away. I mean, this guy could have been greatest pitcher ever. Threw a no-hitter on Guile, late 90s for the Yankees. Mets would have liked it. They had to wait until Johan Santana pitched one for him some 50 years after the franchise was created. But still. That's disappointing right there. So McFadden and Gooden are having some troubles. When we come back, I want to tell you about the Hall of Fame ceremony, not in Cooperstown, but rather Canton. Might be absent some people. And also, the Las Vegas Raiders might be absent their quarterback. Can you believe that? Well, I'll tell you all about it when we return. First, again, if you haven't yet, remember Asian House. I mean, Asian House right there, West Market. Shops on West Market. Great menu. Check it out. GoAsianHouse.com. Mention my name. Get 10% off 20 mouth-watering Chinese dishes for the Happy Box. Don't forget about it. Crab Ragoon, one of the appetizers. Your vegetables, the appetizer. 2 egg rolls, the appetizer. Your choice of rice. I always like white. A little bit healthier for you than fried. Fried rice does taste so good, though. Not that white doesn't, especially when you mix it with the Chinese food. It's Asian House. Go there now! Sound like Dr. Jerry Carroll. Yes, we will have football stories and more when we return. It is Tri-Cities Sports Now on 1420 WEMB Sports Radio.